What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy, and today I'm reviewing Celeste. Now, I actually played through this game, at least the main story portions of it, over on my Twitch channel, and really enjoyed it. I was just kind of playing it in between, like the Bible study portions of my streams over there, and long story short, so this game is like a platformer, is sort of the general genre that it falls into, and I mean, it's generally pretty simple as far as, you know, controls and stuff. Not like super duper simple though, because, you know, you've got a dash here. You also have the ability to like grab onto ledges and stuff. There is also a thing where you're supposed to like try and collect strawberries as you go throughout the game. And I think those are just kind of for like unlocking purposes. Okay, trying to remember how to get through this bit. There we go. But yeah, and really, I mean, it's generally a very well received game. And a lot of that, I think, has more to do with its story even than the gameplay. Which, long story short on that, the story of the game is, I mean, it has to do with Madeline here, the main character, trying to climb Celeste Mountain. And along the way, you know, she kind of struggles through certain things, really kind of conquering her fears, and more specifically dealing with her anxiety, and, you know, how she handles that. But, oh, there's a strawberry I haven't gotten over there. How to handle that? Well, that was easy enough. How did I miss that before? I think it was maybe just purely not even realizing it was there. Now, I will say, if I had any kind of gripe about this game, it would probably come down to just, I guess, the fact that some of the content within the game, and not even just content, but like even some of the story of the game, is kind of sort of locked behind collectibles. And while I understand that, you know, you want some things like that potentially for added replayability, I don't know how much I like the idea of unlocking story through that kind of method. Yeah. And here's kind of your secondary character, Theo, who Madeline kind of talks with, and as they climb Celeste Mountain, they kind of get to know each other a little better, and really they kind of end up helping each other in various ways. Theo kind of winds up helping Madeline a little bit with, handling her anxiety, and Madeline, in turn, really just kind of ends up getting Theo out of a sticky situation or two. But yeah, on the whole, really high quality game. Definitely recommend it. I'm pretty sure I was able to download this for free at one point, the same way that I usually do through games with gold and whatnot. But even if you have to pay a bit for it, it's worth it. There's even kind of a mini game within the game that you can unlock in a certain level. That was actually one of the highlights that I put up on my YouTube channel here from the Twitch stream that involved that. Okay, I got that strawberry already. Not gonna bother with it again. Oh, geez. Hadn't really thought too much about that. Darn it. Maybe I could still make it. Haha. But yeah, so it starts out, pretty easygoing. It's just fairly basic platforming kind of stuff, making use of, Madeline's kind of dash ability thing there. But, the tricks and the traps and whatnot get more advanced as you progress. And I guess at one point, Madeline's abilities kind of increase as well. But yeah, I mean, as much as I would love to be all like, oh yeah, there's so much to do, there's so many interesting ways that you can play this game, and blah blah blah. It's pretty much what you would expect from a platforming game. Not really much more than that, but definitely no less than that. But yeah, if you're someone who's, just looking to sort of get started, so to speak, with platforming games, I would highly recommend this one. Again, there is some difficulty to it. Oh, crud. I messed that up. But, it's not really, so severe at any given point that you can't figure it out. It definitely does, again, get more complicated with kind of game mechanics and ways that you have to move around, also ways that you could possibly die from various traps and things. But as things progress, you know, again, you kind of gain more abilities and whatnot. In terms of, like, a family-friendly rating or anything like that, this, I mean, it's rated E10+, and the main reason it's not a full-on E rating is just because, you know, there's a little bit of fighting and violence, you might say, along with a bit of drug reference, I think, was another part of that, and maybe even a little bit of, I'm trying to remember what else was mentioned in the ESRB rating. You can go look that up if you're not totally sure and you want to just double check, but there's nothing really too bad. I don't even remember there being much in the way of language or anything like that. Yeah, I totally should have just, like, ridden that block down. Anyway. Oh, yeah. The difficulty curve on it is also pretty good, I would say. Pretty, manageable. You know, some games really like to either put too much on you too soon, or, like, just make it way too hard at later points. If you want a challenge out of this game, though, getting all the strawberries and other collectibles and things like that is really probably where you're going to find that kind of challenge that you might be looking for. Which, again, as I mentioned before, in my really only primary complaint, I would say, like, you do also unlock more levels in the game and a bit more story if you go through and get all those collectibles. I think there's also actually, let me check. Yeah, I think if you collect those cassette tape things like it showed, there's something else. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if... I'm trying to remember if A, I already did this, and B, like, how I might have done it, for lack of a better way to put it. Or, like, what happened that made the B-side different from just the regular level like this. It does seem a little bit more difficult to start things off than I remember this level being in, you know, the regular version, so to speak. Ah, crud. I didn't adjust back far enough there. And I did it again. What the heck? I know I've done moves like that before. That's why it's confusing me. See, and that one I overcompensated. It's easy to kind of get in your own head. Okay, but you know what? Let me back out of this. Because then, if I go back to the regular climb level, then it might show you, yeah, like, there's less of a gap there. There's not really so much in the way of spiky things as I'm progressing through here. So yeah, those cassettes give you kind of new challenge levels, you might say. that look very much like the regular levels. But even beyond that, if you go... Let me return to the map again. If you go all the way over here to Chapter 8, there's like a significant level here, or, you know, this core level is basically locked behind certain other collectibles and whatnot. Yeah, so like that was a new thing. And I think if you actually unlock the levels within the core here, that's part of the challenge that you might find, is that your dash doesn't automatically recharge when you land, which just adds a whole new layer of difficulty to it all. But, yeah, I think that gives you pretty much the basic rundown and all the information that you need to know about Celeste. Yeah, again, solid buy. I would have to rate this at least a 9 out of 10 if I was going to put it on a scale like that. So, yeah, definitely check it out if you've thought about it, or even just thought about, you know, kind of testing out platforming games in general. It's probably a good starting point for that. But anyway, I think that is sufficient enough. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you for the next video. I know I don't do these reviews quite so often anymore, but I think as I end up completing games on my Twitch channel, or just through other means that aren't necessarily my planned Let's Play type series, I'll still put these out there every once in a while. My free time to do other things like that is a bit lacking, though, at the moment. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so, you know the drill. Like the video if you enjoyed it, share it with others if you want them to see. Look down in the description to get info on other social media pages and all that good stuff. Leave comments below that with any thoughts you have, any other games you might like me to play through, whether as a full-blown Let's Play series, or just maybe do a review of them like this. And any other ideas you have for me, let me know down below. So that's it. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you for the next video, whichever one happens to pique your interest next. But anyway, till next time, stay cool, people.